Welcome Tuesday afternoon.
So I just started classes yesterday, and so my schedule's kind of helter kelter. Is that what it's called? Helter kelter?
Helter smelter. I don't know.
Kind of crazy. And so I
Mucho loco.
Muy,
Whatever.
not a lot crazy, very crazy.
Oh, okay. So today is chocolate milkshake day.
National
Chocolate. I got it right that time.
She did.
Because I've been, when we talk about it, I'm like, it's National Milkshake Day or it's National Shake Day. And
or it's National Chocolate
So
Shake
we have
Day.
chocolate shakes. I don't know if you can see ours. Yeah, so we made, and ours has potato in them because Idahoans put potatoes.
There we go. Finally got it.
Idahoans put potatoes in their chocolate milk and their shakes and weird stuff.
So I'm taking an invertebrate class. I know this is a little bit off topic, but I just started. So we were
Not
looking.
really. It's not.
So we were looking at a microscope today, and it was like everywhere you moved the slide, it moved the opposite way in your view. It's like that on this camera. It's like you do one thing and it shows you doing the opposite. So that's why it took me so long to get the chocolate milk in front of your actual view.
Today is also
National Video Game Day.
And we are going to play some video games. I'm terrible at video games. I have been my whole life. And so she usually stomps me, and most people do, even children. So we'll see how this goes and if I win any.
True story. So first we're going to go and we're going to play a game of tennis. So we're going to play the clip and you will see what the results are on that. Best 3 out of 5. See who wins. I mean, best 2 out of 3. That's what I meant.
Whatever, man. I love how love is the person that's losing. I love love. Get that!
I did.
Dang it. That was a good shot, too, man. I didn't think that I was going to get that swing. Yeah, match point is right here. I'm going to win. Just kidding. I lost 0 million. But it was 2 out of 3.
So, I get a little bit more into video games than is necessary. It's better, like the physical ones. Like those are the kinds of video games we actually like anyway. And I get a little bit into it to where...
We love Mario Kart too. I'm still terrible at it, but I like to play it.
Yeah.
I like to play any of the original, like, Atari. I got really good at Ataris.
It's like Centipede.
I'm the bomb at any of them. At Pong or
Centipede.
Asteroids or whatever that one is called.
Asteroids.
I am really good at it. I used to be. And even Mario Brothers, I got okay. It just takes me a long time.
One of my favorite games, I just want to throw this in there because I seriously love this game. It's called Lemmings.
Oh yeah.
I love
Lemmings.
I remember another 2 games that we really liked when we were little. That we just...
Frogger, I'm the bomb. I'm so good at Frogger.
Another thing that kind of is like Frogger, but not at all, but it has a similar animal, is Battletoads.
I don't know that one.
Where you like take your giant boot and you kick the rat. Like you shove the rat in the ground, like you pound it on the head. And then you kick the rat's head.
No bells are ringing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
She used to love playing it.
Anyway,
and she loved it.
So now
and
we're
another
going
one
to play
that we used to love was Paperboy. You remember Paperboy? And you had to like watch out for dogs and.
Nope. No bells are ringing in my brain.
All right. Well, these are the games she used to like. Even if she.
I remember Mario Brothers. I remember Mario Kart.
Ghosts and Goblins.
And when it's the Nintendo 64,
Donkey
obviously
Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Ghosts and
always.
Goblins.
Nope.
You're in a suit of armor and you're running away from ghosts and goblins?
Nope. Anyway, so
We liked old school games because that's what the only person in our family that really played video games was our dad, and he was into the old school games, and so we grew up playing old school games.
They weren't old school when we played them as kids. They were
old
normal.
School. No, they were old school. Like Sonic the Hedgehog was like the game.
Oh yeah, that's true. I remember that one too.
Those games are old when we were. I mean, they weren't like as old as they are now, but they were older. And like Atari was our super old, and we loved Atari, so we were just like, whatever. We like old games apparently, because the new games I don't know, I can't get into them. But I really like the interactive games, the ones where it makes you get up and move. Obviously, I get a little bit overly competitive because, well, not even competitive, but it was like during this last game, I was just like, I think she's gonna beat me, and I was like losing it in my head, because she was doing really well in tennis.
So here's us playing baseball, and we're gonna show you a clip of that.
So come with us. We're gonna show you a clip of our baseball skills.
Change sides. Guys, you're not better at baseball than you're better at catching, and I'm better at pitching, and we're about tied for batting. Oh, that's me. I'm just going to throw these 64-mile-per-hour ones. You ready? You keep swinging way early. Don't swing so early. Here we go. Who's Tyler? I don't know. He's on your team, though. The dude with the freaky mustache, hippie dude. He's not a hippie. Hippie Joe. He's Disco. Oh, Disco Joe. Now I gotta get that kid home. Way past your 65 miles an hour. Joe. 65 miles an hour. You gotta swing later, man. A tad late. Early. It doesn't matter. Maybe early or late. You had to get that guy home! Mercy rule. Mercy rule? What mercy was that?
I won.
So, baseball, I'm actually really good at in real life.
And I am too.
I'm not good at throwing, but I can catch really well.
She can throw. She just can't pitch.
Right.
There's a difference.
I can't throw from the outfield all the way to the infield either.
But pretty close. She's got a good arm. She's got a decent arm.
It's better than the average girl, I'd say, I guess. But I'm very good at batting, and I'm the best at catching. I'm very good at catching.
Catch. She's a good catch.
And I'm still learning how to well, I don't really actively figure this out, but when it's a pop fly and it's coming straight, I'm trying to get straight underneath it. I still sometimes need some help getting straight underneath it, because when you're walking, it distorts where the ball is, and then you have to try
and the sun and the shadows.
No, not even that. Just trying to gauge where it's going to land. I'm pretty good at it, but sometimes I could use a little help.
I'm also quite decent, in other words, brilliant at batting, and I'm
It's not
I'm
like
a good
we're
catch.
any pro sportsmen.
No. And I'm a good catch, and I'm a pretty decent pitcher. Like, I'm not awesome. My aim is not brilliant, but my speed is pretty decent. I got a good speed. I just need to, learn how to aim a little bit better. But we're actually good at baseball. That baseball game, it's hard. Like swinging.
I don't know when it's real baseball, I know I can see an actual ball coming at me, and I know when to swing. With this one, you're just like,
Oh, you're late.
When's the
Oh,
right
you're
time to
early.
swing at this
Oh,
virtual
you're late.
ball?
You're late. You're late. Oh, you're early.
I'm either early or late every single time. It's aggravating. In real life, I can actually hit it. I want you to know that.
So, here we are on our last adventure for the video games as we drink our delicious
and once
chocolate
again
milkshakes.
We're playing something that I'm terrible at, which I like Mario Kart, even though I'm really bad at it and I get in 12th or 11th almost every time. Even though
we should have played golf for you guys because she can hold her own in golf.
In virtual golf, in real golf, I'm terrible at real golf.
She's never played real golf, so don't let her fool you.
I have. I'm terrible.
No, you've been to a driving range. That's not the same.
And putting golf. I've done both of those, and I'm terrible at both. So, in other words, no, I'm good at some sports.
Well, when I was in the Navy, I went to a batting cage and I played, and I did like 120 balls myself. Like I just hit, and I was in the fast.
My arms would hurt so bad the next.
And then I went from fast to super fast, and I did 120 balls at least that way. And then there were some guys, and I was out batting them easy, and they're Navy guys because it was on base. And so I walked to so then they asked me if I wanted to go to the driving range, and I was like, well, sure. So I didn't even know we had a driving range on base, so we went over to the driving range. Just word to the wise. Never, ever, ever go from a batting cage to a driving range. Ever. It doesn't work because you're like swinging like this, elbow out and everything, and then all of a sudden you're like, and I swung at every ball like 3 times. I had like quarter-sized blisters on my hands. Just don't do it. Don't do it. And so, yeah. And I had never been to a driving range, so super not smart.
So come along with us while we play Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to get first place. On my way. Took all the big boxes. I didn't take any of them. I didn't get one either. No! Somebody hit me with the turtle. Okay, no worries, yeah. I'm only in 7th place. I'm in 9th place.
Now I'm in 8th place. I think I'm getting closer to the TV. I think I am too.
Aha! No, don't squirt me with the things. With the ink. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I have a tendency. Oh yeah, bam! Oh, I'm in first place. What did I tell you? We still have a couple laps to go. Ugh! Idiots! Darn it, somebody got me with the turtle shell. Una tortuga. Qué triste. Estoy pequeña. Is this the 3rd lap already? I must be moving faster than this one. Oh, good. No! Colin, I'm in 6th place! Oh! Bloody! Come on! Somebody got me with a first place. Right next to the finish line, too. It's okay, I can get this. Oh, yeah. Bam. Down to 5th, right before the finish line.
Whatever. I was in like 8th the whole time until the end, and I got to 12th. Okay.
I am fairly decent at Mario Kart. I'm not amazing. I like on the highest level, I can most of the time get first, but not always. Okay, I can sometimes get first.
And on Rainbow Road,
usually I come in like 5th. Oh yeah, on Rainbow Road, I usually get like 7th, 9th.
I get last place.
Rainbow Road is hard.
Unless I get a bullet, because There's like you just fly off into space and then it brings you back onto the road where you left off.
And the road is hard to see and it's transparent.
And everybody's like a whole lap or two ahead of me. And by the time I get to the end, it's like you can see the little in the corner of the screen. It's like everybody's on their third lap. And I'm like, oh, I'm on my 1.5 around.
So, but we do have fun with video games. We just have more fun with video games when it's like combative, when it's like interactive, where it's not just like you're just sitting there playing video games by yourself for hours.
Yeah,
we're not that kind. We're the kind where we're just like,
unless it's Lemmings, and then that's kind of a one-person game unless it's you're beating the other person's time.
Yeah, but we do love Lemmings. I mean, it's just strategy game. It's like the best strategy game ever. They hadn't topped Lemmings. It's hard. That's one of the greatest things. Like they have all these strategy games now. They can't beat Lemmings. Lemmings was so cool.
All the new high-tech games can't even compare to the old low-tech games.
Like if they had a high-tech Lemmings, then I would be, no, I mean like all they did was just technify it up a bit, then I would be okay with that. Like I might have a little bit of a hard time adapting for a little while because I'm used to it being like 2D.
I wouldn't like it as much. I like the old-fashioned.
No, and I like that too, but I'm just saying that more so even than the graphics, the old school graphics, I like the old school games. How simple the idea was. Even if they upped the graphics on Lemmings, I would still like the storyline and the idea of the game Lemmings. Like now they have like, oh, you're on a quest. Oh, another quest game and another quest game, and that's all they have is quest games. It's like Halo. Oh yes, let's go on a quest. Kill everything. Instead, why
no
don't you
offense to those of you who like Halo.
Yeah, our dad is a huge Halo nerd. He was like Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo. Is there Halo 3? I'm pretty sure.
There's an Xbox One. I know that.
Well,
and a Nintendo 4 or not Nintendo. PS4. I think there's a PS4.
Yes, and there's an Xbox 360. And
there's a one after that.
Oh.
I know that. See? Oh. I know that.
I thought she meant like the first Xbox.
Nope. It's Xbox 360 and then Xbox One. If that makes sense, you know.
It doesn't make sense
it
anyway,
doesn't.
But nope. So tell us what kinds of video games you like, or if you like Annie at all, or if you're like us and you're just like, yeah, I can play some Guitar Hero. Is that what it's called, Guitar Hero?
I'm the bomb at that. And any karaoke game?
Oh, Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh,
and karaoke. Oh,
I could
rock
school most
karaoke.
people at Dance Dance Revolution.
She is queen of DDR. I am not. I'm
oh
like,
my goodness.
I can play with like maybe 4 feet. She can play with like 6 feet.
I used to. I would probably need to warm up quite a bit. But I can play on medium and some songs on hard, which is the feat she's talking about.
Oh, sorry. So those are the kinds of games we play. Tell us what kinds of games you play, what kinds of stuff you enjoy, if you even enjoy any video games, if you enjoy chocolate milkshakes.
Yeah, tell us. And thank you for watching.
We love you. And subscribe, like, comment, watch, share, and may the adventures be in your car.